తానం తాన తానం తాన తానం తాన తానం తాన 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 తానం తాన తానం తాన తానం తాన తానం తాన 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 భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును ఓ హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు హరిలోనివే బ్రహ్మాండంబులు హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు హరిలోనివే బ్రహ్మాండంబులు హరినామములే హరినామములే అన్ని మంత్రములు హరి 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 అనవో మనసా హరి 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 అనవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును హరి 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 అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియునంత్యము అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియునంత్యము అచ్యుతుడే అసురాంతకుడు అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియునంత్యము అచ్యుతుడే అసురాంతకుడు అచ్యుతుడు అచ్యుతుడు శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి మీద నిదే అచ్యుత అచ్యుత శరణనవో మనసా అచ్యుత అచ్యుత శరణనవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవే మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును ఓ గోవింద గమ పని స గని స పని మప గమ పని స భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును నిత్స నిని స పాని పపని మాప మమ ప గమ పని స నిత్స నిని స పాని పపని మాప మమ ప గమ పని స నిని స నిని గగ నిని స నిని రి రి ని గగ నిని స ని ప Mama papa mama nini mama papa mama sasa mama papa mama nini ni paga. Ma pani sa sa pani sa ni ni. Gari 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 sa sani 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 ni sani 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 ni. Sa ga ga ma ma pa pa da sa pa sa ga ga. Sani sa pa sa da. Sa ga 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 sa ma 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 sa ga 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 sa pa 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 sa ga 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 sa ma 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 pani 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 pa ma ga. Ga ma pani ni ni. Ma pani sa sa. Gasa 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 ni pa gasa ni pa sani pa ma ga. Ga ma pani sa ga ma pani sa భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద నీ కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును Welcome to Infinity Astrological Sciences and YouTube viewers. Today I am going to discuss about the second house, second bhava of the birth chart. As already we have seen in my last session, the prominence of Lagna. Now I am going to analyze about the second bhava of the chart. The second bhava or second rasi or second house of the birth chart signifies so many things like money matters, finances, management of financial this thing, speech, acquisition of wealth, possession of intrinsic value, bonds, shares, securities, deeds, chin, cheek, nose, tongue, teeth, and it is also called house of Maraka, that is death inflicting house. The lord of this is a Maraka Sthana, it is called. Therefore it is also a house of death. So there are so many other significations like precious stones, gems, jewelry, diamonds. Possession of all these wealth is denoted by the second bhava of the birth chart. And among all these, let me take the one element which is speech, which is in connection of second house. As we have already seen the chart of Swami Vivekananda, anybody can understand his speech was marvelous and it was not able to be imitated by anybody else. That was the vigor in his speech. It is because of various reasons. First of all, when a speech is to be audible, presentable, melodious, dynamic, so many things have to contribute. So in Swami Vivekananda's chart, the second house, which is the house of speech, was occupied by two natural benefics, that is Mercury and Venus. And the second lord, the Saturn, was well positioned in the house of profession, name and fame, that is in 10th house, which is the house of Mercury, who is the Karaka for intelligence. And this Saturn was in the constellation of Hasta, which is of moon. And moon, who is the Manah Karaka, he is well posited along with Saturn in conjunction in the 10th house, the same his own constellation. So you can see the beauty here. Moon Manahkaraka, if any thought has to arise, first from where it arises, it is from the mind. And if the mind is in absolute clarity, the word which emanates from there will have its own beauty and significance, meaning, attraction. It will have all its dynamics once the mind is in absolute clarity. So this placement of Saturn and Moon in the constellation of Hasta, that is of moons, very well signifies this. And in the second house, which is the house of speech, these two malefics, that is Buddha is posited in the constellation of Sravana, which is of moon, and Venus is in conjunction with Mercury in the same house in the constellation of Uttarashada, which is of sun. So sun and moon both are luminous. And imagine when a person speaks by the influence of the sun and moon. On the other hand, both the second lord and Manahkaraka moon are well placed in 10th house in his own star Hasta, denoting his profession in connection with speech. So Swami Vivekananda's speech was the main predominant factor because he has to carry the message of truth to the universe. Unless his speech was having an absolute clarity, meaning, sense, dynamics, attraction, power, it cannot attract the world. That is how his first address in Chicago, the Parliament of World Religions, he could attract more than 7,000 people at a stretch with one word. So I have already mentioned this. This is not mere sound. It is an amalgamation of all manifested energy in him. So to produce this dynamism, this turbulent talk, it is not possible for anybody else. Because if you see Swami Vivekananda, he had undergone intense brahmacharya for more than 12 years. And all the conservation of seminal energy in him was not at all wasted for any physical pursuits like worldly attachments and all that. And this conservation of energy from which the words arises, anybody can understand, it is obvious. In front of sun, if you put 1 lakh lights, how it looks like. It is like that. Naturally, his voice, his speech ought to have this tremendous beauty. Therefore, imitation of voice is not possible, and everybody is different. See, it is, as people think, it is not mere sound. And if you take similarly Jiddu Krishnamurti, I have his chart. He was also a famous philosopher and Tattvavetta. In his chart, he was born in Aquarius ascendant, and Rahu was in second house, and second lord Saturn is exalted in Tula. See, somehow this connection of second house is very important in order to know the speech of a person. If you listen to Sri Jiddu Krishnamurti, he was a famous philosopher, and his talk was very different than Swami Vivekananda. Here he was not at all bothered to inspire anybody. He was not motivational. He was not into all that. He was never used to pay attention towards any of these things. He used to speak ultimate truth, which anybody follows, they can follow. If anybody want to learn, they can learn. That's all. He was not at all bothered to know whether somebody is listening or convincing somebody by his talks, because the very talk itself is the ultimate truth. So there is a lot of difference. And similarly, if you take Adolf Hitler, he was also a motivational speaker. See, this all one should understand. See, in his horoscope, if you take, in his birth chart, he was born in Tula Lagna, and his second lord of speech, he is well posited in 7th house. In 7th house, that is his own house. His second lord is Mars. Mars is well posited in Mesha, which is his own house, along with Sun, a fiery planet in a fiery sign, and Mars. See, then Mercury, who is the Karaka for intelligence, is also placed in the same house along with Venus. Venus can give artistic quality to the speech. And if you take his Lagna and his personality, see, Adolf Hitler, everybody knows. He used to motivate people everywhere, but his purpose is to acquire kingdom, destroy the masses, kill whoever comes, acquire. He was not into a path of peace and harmony like Swami Vivekananda or Jiddu Krishnamurti. But he was also a motivational speaker. He had conquered so much of the world, and everybody knows his history also. So inspiring with motivational talks, it also differs from person to person. Swami Vivekananda was having a different phenomena in him. That is, he was aspiring the highest bliss of this universe, which is far beyond all this Hitler and anybody. Because when a person is in absolute bliss, which is the highest order, nothing else beyond that, so how his speech will be? And a person who wants to kill and amass wealth and kingdom, how his mind will be? This any layman can understand. Like that, I am going to give one more example of Osho, Bhagavan Osho Rajneesh. See, he was born in Vrishabha Lagna. His second house, Mithuna, whose second house of speech, that Lord is well posited in 8th house, aspecting his second house. The Mercury, who is the Lord of his second house, he is aspecting from Dhanus to his own house. And he is in conjunction with Shani, Saturn, Moon, Venus, and Mars. So all these planets having an aspect on second house of speech. So what it does, moon is the karaka for mind. So before a word comes out of the mouth, it has to be started from mind. And that mind must have its own purity and clarity. It should not have any confusion. If you listen to Osho's speech, you can find out all this. And Saturn is associated with the planet of intelligence. It shows, see, if you listen to Osho's speech, there will be gap between each and every word. He will make everyone understand about what he wanted to express. And is a renowned personality. Everybody knows how he has created a havoc in US. And in his chart also, Mercury, who is a planet for intelligence, Venus, who is possessing this artistic quality, Moon, Manahkaraka, and Saturn, along with Mars, all are posited in 8th house aspecting the second house. So in all these charts, you can find out that this second house has got some connection with all these things to evolve as a good speaker, motivational speaker. Like that, I have so many. Mr. Arun Jaitley was the finance minister during BJP government, and Mr. Chidambaram, Shri Abdul Kalam, so many charts are there. All charts indicates this. All charts. So my point of saying this is to make everyone understand during birth itself. If you derive this chart, you will know how this person will evolve. Whether his profession is connected with speech or communication or not. Suppose if it is that, if they don't have proper voice, they literally fail. And I have one of my friend who was a famous lawyer in Visakhapatnam, who is very intelligent in drafting but he has got a stammering voice. When he is doing some argument or something in the court, in front of an honorable judge, he has to make judge and other people to understand what he is speaking. Because of his stammering voice, he is unable to express his ideas and his realities. And by the time the word comes out from his mouth, his counterpart would move ahead, thereby occurring failures. So he was subjected to continuous failures in the almost all the cases he has lost, but very, very intelligent. So I have suggested him once, you keep one person who can speak good and you give the draft to him. You stop, you avoid going to argument. So like that, see, one can understand from the horoscope these ailments. And this will be a permanent thing. You cannot sit right. Then you should not seek such profession like a law advocate or teacher. Teacher is also very important. You have to make all the people understand what you wanted to speak. And instead of going to this profession, they can very well settle down in some other profession where without talk they can do the work. So, astrology plays a vital role in so many things. Therefore, one has to understand thoroughly. I am just speaking about one element speech, and I have already told you there are so many things which are signifying by second house. So all these things has to be properly understood then they cannot waste their life. Instead of wasting away at the later stage, it is better to know and direct as per their own intuition. See, today in the society we see many in our neighbor houses. If some doctor or engineer is are there, daily we watch them, and we also pressurize our own children to study doctor or engineer or become a trader or lawyer. It is very, very wrong. Everybody God has created with some potential, and nobody is great, nobody is low here. Okay, so they have to make use of their own potential and they should evolve. We should allow them to do this. So astrology helps greatly in this purpose. Thank you very much.